Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ASEAN Data Science Explorers Regional Finals 2025. And greetings to Madam Aniza Binti Kamaruzaman, Director of the Department of Resources and Educational Technology from the Ministry of Education, Malaysia. Mr. Eugene Ho, Global CSR Director from Future Skills SAP, and Dr. P.T. Sri Sangnam, Executive Director of the ASEAN Foundation. We are approaching the most exciting part of today's program, and we will soon be announcing the results of the ASEAN Data Science Explorers Regional Finals 2025. But before we do so, I would like to hear our judges' thoughts and feedbacks on today's session. Before we proceed with the session, we would first like to appreciate Mr. Ahmad Faisal for attending this wonderful event. Now, let us welcome Mr. Ralph Bonisi Bofu for giving his thoughts.
Hello, thank you. Feels weird being up here after sitting down the whole day. But yeah, I think on our side as judges, after lunch, we had a very interesting process of trying to find the winners. And I think it was not a very easy one. But what I wanted to share today was that, congratulations to all of you, for stepping up. It's important to, I think sometimes you don't give enough credit to yourselves, but you took that step to say, you know what, we want to be counted. We want to address issues today, and we're not going to wait tomorrow to be leaders. So you're change makers today. And I think the ideas were very creative. They showed a lot of effort that was put into it. And also the understanding and the use of what data can do, especially now as we move into a world where data and innovations are going to be key ways of unlocking benefits for us as people and the planet. So I love innovation challenges like the ASEAN Data Science Explorers, because they give an opportunity for all of you to practice your future skills, where you're able to leverage data using systems such as the one from SAP, to really address challenges that are on the ground. So some feedback really is, if your team is not selected today, do not give up. This is just the beginning of that journey. So that means you just need to go back out there. You need to test your data. You need to practice. And importantly, remember that these solutions are not just for you, but design solutions that empower people and the planet, all right? So at the end of the day, just remember that the more we are able to use the technologies that we have today, to use technology to serve humanity, the better we are in finding those solutions. And some tips moving forward, I think today you will all meet at least 100 of new partners that you're going to continue working together with, right? So, and that's a spirit. I think earlier we mentioned the skills of the 21st century, where we're looking at collaboration. We're living in a world that has moved away from command and control to more creativity and collaboration. So take this opportunity to go out there, spread your ideas, work together, and your solutions in the future are going to be what changes the world. So yeah, so a piece of advice: don't give up. Continue doing the good work, and hope to connect with all of you in the future. So all the best with all the projects, and I'll pass it over to my other colleague who's the judge. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ralph, for his wonderful remarks. Now, let us welcome Ms. Sugita Kanyasilan to give her remarks.
Hi everyone, hi again. Are you feeling very nervous and excited? Yes? Are you feeling pressure to know who is the winner? Okay, so before you hear, the great news, I want to join Rav to say congratulations to all 11 teams. One thing that I do a lot in my course of work as a program leader for the Education for Sustainable Development program in WWF Malaysia is work with youth like you guys. So many a time I'm in a university talking to a student, we're working on projects, competitions, seed grants to give out to young people like you. And I just wanted to kind of reflect on what I saw today. All of you came with very brilliant ideas, that I must say. But what sets a brilliant idea apart from what is actually workable on the ground is your ability to start by going to where your target audience is, who is the end user, right? And your ability to have conversations at grassroots level to understand what the problem is. Data can give you a lot of evidence on how to move forward, but if you do not take that data evidence and triangulate it back with the public that you're working with the target audience that you're working with, most likely your solutions may have some gaps that have not been identified from the onset. That's one thing. And now I think we are all very optimistic people. We're very solution-driven people. We want to find solutions. We want to, combat climate crisis. We want to halt biodiversity loss. But I think it's also important to come from a place of no assumption. Be less presumptuous in how you find solutions. Rather go out there and understand the landscapes in which you want to work on. Because every landscape has a different story. Every landscape has a different locality, has a different cultural nuance. And a lot of times, if there's one thing I've learned in 20 plus years, is that one size does not fit all. Right? So if you have a technology, that technology has got to have flexibility to a certain degree so that it works across different kind of segments. It's important to remember all this. It's not about finding the right answer, no. It's about navigating through complexities and discovering along the way. I think as students, these are some of the things that I hope you will remember, because your pathway is a long one ahead, but you've taken that first step, and I hope you don't stop. So that is all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Ms. Sugita for her wonderful remarks. And thank you to Mr. Ralph as well. We believe your feedback will help all the teams to improve their storyboards in the future.
Now, I kindly call Dr. P.T. Sri Sangnam, Executive Director of the ASEAN Foundation, to come on stage to present token of appreciation to our host partners. They are Mr. Nasaruddin bin Haji Rahmat, Representative from Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Melaka, Melaka State Educational Department, Ministry of Education, Malaysia. Thank you, Mr. Nasaruddin. I would also like to welcome Madam Aniza binti Kamaruzaman, Representative from Bahagian Sumber dan Teknologi Pendidikan, Educational Technology and Resources Division, from Ministry of Education Malaysia, to come on stage to receive the token of appreciation. Please welcome Madam Aniza. Thank you, Madam Aniza. Our greatest appreciation to all of your support to these regional finals. Dr. Piti, please stay on stage. Okay, we will proceed. We will proceed to give the token of appreciation to our judge. Judges, please stay on stage after receive the token. First, I invite Mr. Eugene Ho, Global CSR Director from Future Skill SAP. Next, Mr. Rafboni Sipofu, Strategic Advisor and Catalyst, Programs and Partnerships from Impact Hub Kuala Lumpur. And let's welcome Ms. Sugita Kanyasilan, Program Leader of Educational for Sustainable Development, WWF Malaysia.
Mr. Eugene, Mr. Ralph, and Ms. Sugita, please gather together with Dr. PT to take a group photo. Thank you to Dr. PT and our three amazing judges. You may be seated. We would like to once again extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our judges for the tremendous support. I now invite Mr. Eugene Ho, Global CSR Director from Future Skills SAP, to give his closing remarks.
Your Excellency, Dr. PT, Executive Director of the ASEAN Foundation, Madam Aniza binti Kamaruzaman, Director of the Department of Resources and Educational Technology, Ministry of Education, Malaysia, esteemed judges, distinguished guests, ASEAN DSE regional finalists, and alumni, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be with you in KL and to hear your insights and recommendations. I wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate Malaysia on a successful chairmanship of ASEAN in 2025. A big thank you to MOE Malaysia for hosting ASEAN DSE today on the sidelines of the ASEAN Summit. It has been a very busy few weeks for the nation. SAP started our Southeast Asia footprint in 1989 to become one of the most successful companies operating in the region. Headquartered in Singapore, SAP Southeast Asia has 11 offices in 7 countries, which includes Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. SAP in Southeast Asia is the enterprise application of choice for best-run companies in the region. We employ more than 4,000 knowledge workers across the vibrant region, while the ecosystem of customers and partners hire way more to help enterprises innovate and transform. SAP is a leading enterprise application and business AI company, enabling the business processes of more than 450,000 enterprises across 120 countries globally. SAP has been investing in Southeast Asia and became the first software company to receive the Friends of ASEAN Award from the ASEAN Business Advisory Council, not once, but twice, for our socio-economic contributions to the region. As the co-founder of ASEAN Data Science Explorers, I want to thank ASEAN Foundation for 9 years of partnership and to all the public-private plural sector partners who make it possible. I hope the program has helped to hone your analytical skills as it continues to be an important skill in the age of intelligence as identified by the World Economic Forum. And to the ASEAN DSE participants today, you are already a winner by being here. All the best.
Thank you, Mr. Eugene Ho, for the inspiring remarks.
Next, I am pleased to invite Madam Aniza binti Kamaruzaman, Director of the Educational Technology and Resources Division from Ministry of Education Malaysia, to give the closing remarks.
Assalamualaikum, good afternoon. Excellencies, Dr. P.T. Sri Sangnam, Executive Director of the ASEAN Foundation, Mr. Eugene Ho, Global CSR Director, Future Skills, ACP judges, distinguished guests, and our talented ASEAN youth. I was telling our officer just now, yet another closing remarks. I'm sure the participants are so ready for the results, right? But you have to bear with me for the next few minutes. Right, it is a great pleasure for me to be here today, witnessing the culmination of such an inspiring journey through the ASEAN Data Science Explorers 2025. I was being told that this is the 9th year, and next year, for the 10th year celebration, the event will be in Philippines, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have seen how young people from across the region harness data, technology, and creativity to shape a better future for ASEAN. As we conclude this year's journey, I would like to take a moment to reflect on how this program embodies the spirit of Malaysia's ASEAN chairmanship in 2025 with the theme Inclusivity and Sustainability. This theme represents our collective commitment to ensuring that ASEAN's growth benefits all layers of society, while preserving the balance between economic progress, social equity, and environmental responsibility. It reminds us that for ASEAN to remain resilient, our development must be inclusive, leaving no one behind, and sustainable, ensuring that future generations inherit a region that is both prosperous and equitable. In this context, the ASEAN Data Science Explorers program has successfully played a meaningful role and empowers our youth with the skills, knowledge, and mindset needed to turn data into action. I'm sure based on the presentation, the pitching that you had this morning. I'm sure you have done so much of analyzing the data, and I'm sure you are very ready to go out there, yeah, be bold and stay alert and be curious on what next. What can you do with this data, all right? And by equipping young people with digital and analytical capabilities, this initiative directly supports the chairmanship's focus on inclusivity and sustainability, ensuring that the digital transformation of our region is people-centered and accessible to all. From Malaysia's perspective, this is deeply aligned with our national priorities. The Ministry of Education is committed to developing future-ready learners, individuals who are creative, ethical, and globally minded. Mind you, everyone, is very important when we talk about digital, talk about cyber, be in the cyber world, virtual world. We need to be ethically minded about what's there out there, and be responsible, and mindful with what is good, what is bad for ourselves and also for the society. We cannot simply just be keyboard warriors, right? But be responsible with what you actually share on the internet and all. Through our efforts to integrate digital competencies across all levels of education, we aim to nurture young Malaysians who can not only thrive in the digital economy, but also contribute meaningfully to society. And of course, at the end of the day, we do not want our students, everyone in ASEAN, especially the students, to be able to only use applications, but we want them to become creators of tomorrow and innovate. Ladies and gentlemen, today's competition has shown us what happens when knowledge meets purpose. Our young finalists have used data not only to solve problems, but to tell stories of sustainability, innovation, and social impact. To our finalists, I extend my warmest congratulations. Whether or not you win today, you are already champions. That's why you are here. You are champions, at least at your national levels. The experience and learning you have gained here will continue to serve you well, and as you grow into the next generations of leaders for ASEAN. Mind you, Mr. Eugene, Prof, in front of us, you'll never know that they also one day become leaders of ASEAN. So we wish them all the best, I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to the ASEAN Foundation and SAP for their continued partnership in making this program possible. Your shared commitment to advancing digital literacy and youth empowerment reflects the very essence of ASEAN cooperation on building shared values, mutual respect, and common vision for the future. As we close today's event, let us remember that inclusivity and sustainability begin with collaboration. I'm sure with 10 countries, sitting together in this auditorium, you have a lot to share, to gain, to inspire one another, and also to go back and have a lot of takeaways to go back and share with your fellow friends. So everything starts with collaborations, and with each of us playing our part in shaping of a more connected and compassionate region. I encourage all of our youths to continue exploring, innovating, and collaborating beyond borders. Your passion and creativity are what will drive ASEAN forward in the years to come. With that, I thank you and congratulations to everyone once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Aniza. I would like to request Madam Aniza to stay on stage. I'm also pleased to invite Mr. Eugene Ho and Dr. P.T. Sri Sangnam to join Madam Aniza on the stage for the prize giving ceremony.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. We'll be announcing the winners of the ASEAN Data Science Explorers Regional Finals 2025. Are you guys ready? Now, let us start off with third place. We have Team MyKX Lab from Malaysia Tertiary. Congratulations to Team MyKX Lab from Monash University, Malaysia. Please come up to the stage to receive your trophies and prizes. My Team KX Lab, kindly remain on the side of the stage. Now, in second place, I would like everyone to guess. The winner of the team is a lady with a beautiful fringe. Let us welcome Team Mamudeng from Thailand. And finally, the champion, our long-awaited champion of the ASEAN Data Science Explorers Regional Finals 2025. Any guesses? I hear Singapore. Anywhere else? coming from the great land of million elephants, our champion of the ASEAN Data Science Explorers Regional Finals of the year 2025 is Team Data Minions! Give a big round of applause to Team Data Minions from Lao PDR. To the top 3 winning teams, please gather around Dr. PT and Madam Aniza for a group photo session.
We will also invite judges and regional finalists to come on stage for the photography session. For the regional finalists, please come on stage to have a photographer for the photography too.
Right. So for the men regional finalists, you can come forward. Okay. Stand on your knees. Yeah. Right. More. Okay. This side. Come on, guys.